Today, Joe Biden went on Good Morning America and had an interview with George Stephanopoulos. And Stephanopoulos had the opportunity to blow the Obamagate scandal wide open, but he didn't take it. He didn't take the opportunity. Joe Biden lied right on camera, claiming that he had no idea what was going on with the Flynn investigation. Stephanopoulos followed up and said, well, that doesn't make sense. There's public reporting that you were in the meeting. Joe Biden then admitted to being in the meeting, and George Stephanopoulos did not press it. He did not follow up. We're going to watch the clip, and then we're going to explain why this is so significant and why Joe Biden might have just gotten the pass that could save his candidacy.
I do want to ask you about Michael Flynn, the former national security advisor to President Trump, and the move by the Justice Department last week to dismiss the case against him for lying to the FBI. The president said yesterday that that move is justified because President Obama targeted Flynn. He called it, quote, the biggest political crime in U.S. history. Your former Senate colleague, Charles Grassley, has added that Flynn was entrapped and asked on the Senate floor, what did Obama and Biden know? When did they know it? So what did you know about those moves to investigate Michael Flynn, and was there anything improper done?
I know nothing about those moves to investigate Michael Flynn, number one. Number two, this is all about diversion.
I do want to press that. You say you didn't know anything about it, but you were reported to be at a January 5th, 2017 meeting where you and the president were briefed on the FBI's plan to question Michael Flynn over those conversations he had with the Russian ambassador Kislyak.
Now, I thought you asked me whether or not I had anything to do with him being prosecuted.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was aware that they asked for an investigation, but that's all I know about it, and I don't think anything else. Look,
that should have been the interview of the year. That should have been what destroyed Joe Biden's candidacy. So Biden has asked the question, what did you know? Basically, what did you know? When did you know it? Biden answered, said I had nothing to do with it. I have no idea anything about the Flynn investigation. Stephanopoulos follows up, right? His first inkling is to follow up and say, well, that doesn't make sense because the public reporting says you were in the room during these early Obamagate meetings. Actually, not that early, January 5th, just days before Trump was inaugurated. You were in these Obamagate meetings. How can you say you don't know what you're doing? No, don't know anything about it. Biden responds saying he's sorry. He thought that he asked about whether Biden was involved in the prosecution. That was a lie. That was a complete and total lie. Flynn was not prosecuted until after Biden left office. So, of course, he would have nothing to do with the prosecution of Michael Flynn. That was a lie. Now, here's why this is significant. Joe Biden now will go back to his team, and his team will write up the answers to these kinds of questions. The next time Joe Biden's asked about this, he will already have been trained in how to give the response. And based on our previous reporting, his campaign will put those responses into a teleprompter for him to do when he's doing these basement interviews. We've already covered this on a previous video. The campaign has released behind the scene photos that show in Joe Biden's basement, his setup includes a teleprompter, and we've shown how in live interviews like this, Joe Biden is actually using a teleprompter. So this is significant because you'll never catch Joe Biden off guard again like this. He will either have prepared the remarks or he'll be using a teleprompter and having his team feed the remarks into his prompter. You will never get as honest a response as what you got from Joe Biden, which was, I'm sorry. Actually, I lied. I was involved in those meetings, in those Obamagate meetings. So with Stephanopoulos, his first inkling was to ask the follow-up question because he was prepared. He went into this saying, oh my goodness, I'm prepared. I know more than he does about this. He asked the question, but he didn't go for the kill shot. He didn't follow it up with the kill shot, pointing out that he never mentioned prosecution. That was a lie. Also, as you heard in Joe Biden's response, he says he remembers that they asked for the investigation. Who's they in this situation? Who is they? Is they the FBI? The FBI came to President Obama and asked for permission to investigate? That seems awfully political. Or is they Obama administration officials? In which case, that's an even bigger scandal to suggest that Obama administration officials were the ones asking the FBI for an investigation against Flynn. So no matter which way you slice it, when he says they were asking for an investigation, there's no way to get out of that. Both ways, no matter who they means, are terrible. This is the scandal of the century. There is no American political scandal worse than what we are seeing unfold. The sitting president, the outgoing president, was sitting in meetings, conspiring to investigate And now we know from the notes, basically remove the incoming national security advisor. This was a coup. This is the worst political scandal in American history. And Joe Biden today confessed to being in the room when it was being planned out. And George Stephanopoulos, while he knew enough to ask the follow-up question, did not go for the kill shot. As I said, Joe Biden will never go into an interview like this as unprepared as he just was. This was your chance to get him to completely crack and Stephanopoulos let him off the hook. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please do like, comment, and share this video. It really does help as we try to grow the channel. Thanks.